Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Talks with T. And today I have a guest. He is a coach, he is a mentor, and he is the director of a company called Escalate Inc. And it's none other than my very own brother, Nathaniel Dorsett. So he'll be joining me in a moment. Hi guys, and welcome to Talk to T. So this is my baby brother, even though when people meet us, they seem to think that Nathaniel's older. I don't know where.
You know where. We know where.
What do you mean know where?
6'3".
Oh, whatever, man. You're not 6'3". You don't seem the 6'3". Anyway, so this is my brother Nathaniel Dorsett. So he is a coach, he's an entrepreneur, which is why I wanted to get him on this show. And for me, Nathaniel is really just a leader in the community, really. I mean, when there's any issues going on, people come to him. So he's sort of like the godfather, but you know, not the gang banging type, but like, you know, the legit side. So people really come to him. He's really a peacemaker within the community at large. And he's really doing really amazing things with his company. And with the youth, he's really an inspiration. So I just really wanted to get him on here just to share a bit about him, his story, because he likes to stay behind the scenes a lot and not really let people know what's going on with him. So yeah. So Nathaniel, you are a coach, but so let's talk about how did you get into coaching? What, you know, start with that.
Coaching, to be fair, I've been coaching my whole life. Obviously, I've got younger brothers, so I'll say that's how I started off coaching, like with my younger brothers, just helping them out, sort of showing them the way.
Younger brothers.
Yeah. Our younger brothers, yeah, now, to be fair, yeah. And then I had my first like coaching job. I remember I done one with Rian down at the pavilion near where our school was when I was about 13 or 14, I think. He just said, "Do you want to come down one summer?" I done it with a few of my friends. We done that, and I probably enjoyed it. I just enjoyed helping the kids out, seeing how they develop throughout the week, and then it was like, from there, I think that week I was like, I kind of like doing this job. And then the year after, I think, or a few years after, I'd done my work experience at Arsenal. And then it was just like the lifestyle of it, just later starts than everyone else. I know everyone had to be up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So that later starts, short hours, but the amount we was doing in a day and the things we were getting done, it was like, it just inspired me. And I was like, I think even to be fair, even before that, if I think back to, I think I was in like year 1 or year 2, and then we had to write. You had to write, what do you want to be when you're older? And I think it was still in our house or in the shed. But I wrote a book and I was like, I want to be a coach.
Is it?
Yeah. I was like, I want to find it. But I remember I want to be a coach, and everyone else was like, I want to be a footballer.
Yeah.
I want to be a doctor. I want to be a fireman. All of those things. And I was like, I want to be a coach. And obviously, I just put that, but
Yeah.
I always remember that. I wanted to be a coach, and obviously, I just
What do you know about coaching year 1?
I just wanted to be a coach. I don't even listen. I remember it was year 1. It was when we had like, I think it was year 1 or year 2 when I was in the first. But I want to be a coach, and then so that's probably in the back of my mind. To be fair, I don't know. Like God might have planted that in my mind. That I just wanted to be a coach, and then done the Arsenal. I was like, I really enjoyed this lifestyle. Like it was literally, I was obviously I'm an Arsenal fan. So as she knows, I'm just letting everyone else know I'm an Arsenal fan, did it? I'm an Arsenal fan, so it was like that was like the dream job at the time.
Yeah.
Proper enjoyed that, and then shortly after, I remember in that summer I done a coaching. I had my first like coaching job, got paid for that. Then and sort of the money for the hours you was doing at the time was like, oh, this is really good. And for someone who's young, it's like, I'm making money doing what I love, playing football, coaching football, because you get to play as well, you get to enjoy it, you get to see the kids develop at the time. Also, when you're coaching, it helps you as a player, and you learn certain things you might not learn. That you'll see a little kid do something, and you're like, that's actually mad. You're like, I'm gonna try that. And sometimes they don't even know, but you might think, I'm gonna try that, and then it opens your mind a little bit like that. So I just enjoyed that, doing that, and then it's sort of like everything just sort of everything I'd done, it just fell into coaching, and it just came very, very naturally. And then year 10, I done a coaching job. Year 11, still had the same coaching job, and then I had a friend. To be fair, I had a random. When I say so random. A girl called Amy. And I literally, at the time, I needed money, and it was like, that's the age where it's like you could sort of do other things to make money.
Yeah.
And like, I've always been quite good at making money. Like in school, obviously, I used to.
I was gonna ask you about that.
So I've always been like making money from when I was young. It's not been hard to make money. Like I always knew I had to come up with a scheme or come up with something to make some good bit of money. So like selling cookies in school, started a whole little business, had people selling for me, like selling to the teachers. Literally, teachers would be like, "Oh, can you bring this in tomorrow?" So it was like, I knew I could even get in trouble. So like, I don't know if teachers are watching this, but it's like,
well, I was looking
I could be selling to the teachers. So it's like all of that. So, but obviously when you get to like 16, 17, it's like, okay, cool. Like I need more money now. Like we were like obviously trimming us. Like we didn't have the most money when we was younger. So it's like just for things. Whereas everyone else might need money for, I don't know, like going out or something like that. I just need the money to eat.
Yeah.
It's just to eat or just to get a new pair of trainers. So it's like I was at the age now. I actually need. It's not just I need money for this. I actually need the money. Like so, it was like at the time it's like, oh, okay, you can do other things. What are you gonna do? But then someone just called me randomly, and then she was like, oh, I've got a coaching job, and we need someone to help. Do you want to do it? And when I say this person, obviously we was in the same school. We was cool with each other, good friends. But it was like I don't know how I became the first.
That she would call.
Yeah, the first name for her to call.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, I went there, I enjoyed that. I started working for a company called My Sport, and that was a good company in terms of like my learning process. Like I learned a lot from the company My Sport and Greg who found the company.
Yeah.
I learned how to run a business, how to coach. He's taught me different coaching strategies, which sort of opened up my mind. So that helped me a lot. And I was doing that a few years on the side as well. I was doing my level 1, my level 2. So literally coaching. I'm just thinking, coaching fell into place. Yeah, fell into place. Done. Yeah, I was at My Sport from like throughout my 6th form college period, and then into uni. Obviously, I've done sports studies at uni. I'm just skipping ahead.
No, because everyone's like, I'm gonna ask you questions, but you're saying
I will stop there. But yeah,
this is just natural, guys. You could just flow with the story.
It was just it just sort of came into place. Like I didn't intend. I did sort of think about it, like, okay, this is what I want to do. Yeah. I won't go into like when I thought about Escalate and things like that, but I did sort of think I probably enjoy coaching. This is fun. Like I'll do it as a job. Yeah. And then
that's really interesting. So I want to talk about, because you said about that in year 1 you said you wanted to be a coach. I never actually knew that. That's the first time I ever heard that you said that you did that. But like you said, a lot of people would say, I mean, most boys, I mean, generally, it's like, I want to be a footballer. Yeah. So for you, that you didn't write that, because you did do football. So like, talk about your personal passion for football. Because you're talking about coaching, so I guess your main sport is football, but you do coach other sports as well. But your main sport is football. So just share about your own personal journey as a footballer, and maybe where that still fits, but then how that compares to your passion for coaching as well.
Do you know what? Yeah, it's like, the thing, even me saying I wanted to be a coach, it was like, for me, I don't know, I don't want to go deep like that, but I don't know if it's because I didn't have like somebody to, like, as a coach for myself, I'm always like, I want to be that person who I didn't have when I was growing up, sort of to help, because there's, like, when I say in my area itself where we live, we have some very, very talented people. Like, you've got a lot, even now, from the ones who are a bit younger than us, we've got a lot of people who've come through the system. We were playing for Reading, Man United, Charlton, West Ham, going abroad now, playing in the Baldesian League, things like that. So it's like, we've had a lot of talent here. So it's like, it's not like I didn't want to be a footballer. It was more like, because I always wished, I had this person to help sort of guide me. And it's like, when I coach people, it helps me get better, and I'm competitive anyway. So it's like, even if I'm coaching, it that pushes me to get better. So I think when I was younger, it was just like, I want to be the best. The best person is the person who teaches you. So I want to be that guy rather than the guy who got taught by that guy. I want to be that guy who taught me, because he was like
taught me
sensei.
everything.
He was like the sensei. So I think I wanted to be the sensei. So that's sort of, I think when I was younger, that's where that came from. But Like in terms of my football journey, it's sort of a different one to, I don't know, like I didn't start playing. I always played football. Like we used to play football from when I was born. Like literally, we play outside. Come downstairs, treatment nose. We playing one touch on the wall for like hours from like could be 9 o'clock to
with our dad,
11 p.m. in the night. Yeah, dad was there playing. Like we used to play football all day, every day. Play for go to school, play Bailey Close around one of the estates, like all day, every day playing football. But it was like I didn't play for a team. I always wanted to play for a team. Like I remember I done the YMCA for a little bit when I was younger with what's his name? Thomas, my friend Thomas. And I was little.
Oh, someone from that from YMCA.
Yeah,
okay.
when I was little. He used to go to Bounce-Giving, like my nursery, my old friend Thomas. Like, it was like one of my first mates, isn't it?
Yeah.
I used to go with Thomas, I think Abel as well. But then, it's like I didn't play for a team, I just used to play. I wanted to play for a team, but like mum didn't really know about teams. She didn't know much about football. Like,
now she's a football head.
She didn't know about football. She didn't know, oh, you need to play for a team if you want to play football. So it's sort of like I just used to play at school. In terms of football itself, I'll go into other sports. But in terms of football itself, it was like I used to want to play for a team, but like no one was there to take me. Then as you get older, you realize, to play for a team, you need the money to play for a team. Didn't have any money, so it's like, I can't play for a team. Then in year 9, obviously by then I was starting to make a little bit of money, so like I can find a team, I'll go play for a team myself. So if I went to a team, what are they called? This is in like year 9, I think they're called like Minchenden. I think they played in like the Sunday League team, anyway. Sunday League team. And then sort of I was good enough. The manager was like, oh, you're really good. Your mum needs to. He's like, I want to sign you. Your mum needs to come down and sign the papers and pay. And then
just so people can understand, like, because they don't really understand the financial struggle. Like, just kind of give a little summary of like what it was kind of like for us. I guess in one way it would be like anything divided by divided by 3 or 4.
It's one of the ones that I try to avoid it because it's like I don't want to seem like that typical. Oh, we struggled when we was younger. It was a hard life. Because even though financially it was hard, we had a good childhood.
We had a good childhood. Mummy always made sure that we had what we needed all the time. But go on.
Yeah, we had a really good childhood. Like my mum made sure that we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like we did grow up in this. We tried different things. Like we done. Trust me, I'll get to a lot of sports and things I've done. Lots of different range of activities. Like my mum, don't know how, but always made sure we found a way to do it.
I think that's because of her background. Obviously, like being fostered and growing up, I guess, in an English family, which is kind of different from most like Afro-Caribbean families. You don't really try activities, so she got the chance to do that with her family, her foster family. So that's something she kind of wanted us to have as well.
To make sure. Whereas, if she grew up maybe in a different kind of home, she would know. That's true. But like my mum made sure we done a lot. Even my dad, to be fair, like even though he wasn't there like that, he made sure like we would have fun when we were with him. Like we had an enjoyable upbringing.
That's why we all literally give us anything. We can make a game out of anything. Like,
anything. Yeah, that's it, anything. Like, literally, there could be nothing there. Bits of grass. You'd be like, listen, you have this grass, you have this grass. Whoever can cut up the smallest wins or something. It could be anything.
We all get paid to do that now, but anyway.
Trust me. That's actually true. That's why we're creators, isn't it?
Yeah.
But so like, we had a good upbringing, but financially, there was no money. I'm not even gonna say there was money. There was no money. Like even so, say the average person, I don't know, you want to get a McDonald's Happy Meal. We couldn't get Happy Meals. You'd have to get. So there was me at the time before Jarrell was born. There was obviously me, Trima, and JD out of my mum's children, and we'd have to split the Happy Meal burger into 3. So that's why we're quite good at maths as well. To be fair, you split that into 3. The chips, you get exactly 5 chips each. Sip of the drink, pass on, sip of the drink. So it was like. It was like
jokes.
That's sort of the thing.
Real
it was
true stories.
Like lunches, it was what bread. Sometimes bread with nothing in the bread, or crackers. Just crackers and a carrot. Cut up a little carrot. You know what's coming for lunch. So it's like
that's why I used to eat my friends' lunch. They just think she means everything, but literally.
That's why, because
they don't want it. I said, you don't want that. Exactly. You don't want that. Okay.
I see them go. You're wasting your lunch. Listen, man's going back. I say, where did you leave your lunch? I'll go back and I'll eat that. I eat the smiley faces. All that. I remember. So it was like financially there was no money. So it's like when the football manager is like, oh, you need to come back and bring your mum, I was sort of like, oh, there's no point. But obviously the way I didn't say there was no point. I just was like, alright, cool, yeah, I'll do that. And I came again, he's like, oh, where's your mum? And I just kept on coming. He's like, where's your mum? Where's your mum? Where's your mum? Then eventually, like, listen, don't worry about the finances. Just keep coming. Keep playing well. Keep coming. So that was my first team.
Your gift will make room for you guys. Your gift will make room for you.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I enjoyed that. And then it was like, but then it was sort of like the team, at that time I felt like the team was sort of just using me. Like I felt like I'm better than what these are. They're just using me to just do their donkey work. And I was like, I'm better than that. So then I was like, I need to find a new team who's better as well, in the higher league. So I started to sort of figure out how the league, I knew about how leagues work in like Premier League, but I didn't know about in youth football. So then I went to another team with a couple of my friends, Larry, Andre and Abel. Again, I mentioned Abel twice now. But we all went to Bush Hill Rangers, and that was my first team. And that team, they taught me a lot. Like when I say that's those memories with Bush Hill bring back very good memories for footballing, and a lot of the ethos as well that I get, that I've sort of infused with Escalate, comes from Bush Hill, like just in terms of the family orientation and a lot of things that Bush Hill brought, like just no battle, no glory. That was their slogan. That was our slogan for Bush Hill, and it was just, obviously we was London Cup winners. I think double London Cup winners. We won the league. We were unbeaten like 3 seasons while I was there. Unbeaten under 18s. Like we done really well as Bush Hill. We had really talented squad. Very, very talented squad. Like a lot of us went on to play semi-professional football. Some of us are even pushing even further than that, to be fair. Some of us are still going. But we had a really good talented squad. And it was sort of like the way Bush Hill and Mus, who was the manager, he had there was a lot of kids like me, like for example Larry, my friend, that was his first team. And Larry, everyone knew. Larry's a very talented footballer. Some you'll see soon. Like Larry's got big things coming, God willingly. And it's like, it was like there was people like me, people like Larry. That's his first team. This is my second team. People who their parents are there, but financially it's very hard to sort of get African Caribbean parents to pay for, invest in your child to help them succeed.
So I guess just to kind of summarize, so you still play football now, and you've played up to a semi-professional level, is that right? Yeah. Do you just want to quickly say that?
Yes, I still play. So like I still played. So yeah, I play at semi-professional level now. Currently, I was injured last season, but I'm currently now trying this season. I'm trying to push to a bit high levels within myself. So I want to try and get hopefully to Ryman level is about where I want to be playing right now. That's more due to the fact that yes, I'm like I said, I'm competitive. I still do want to push myself to further limits, but also I have to account for the fact that I'm running a business. I want to get the business to a certain spot as well, and to try and go further than that, it would sort of be right now. It's not. I don't feel like it's conflicts each other. So semi-professional is sort of the level that suits me in terms of time-wise and to what I'm trying to achieve right now.
Tell us now a little bit about your company, so Escalate.
Escalate itself, it's a company, in a nutshell, our mission is to create character, build opportunities, and develop players physically, technically, emotionally, and literally just raise sporting ability. So that's what Escalate is about in general, but there's so much more to it than just that mission. So I'm just gonna speak freely because I was trying to reel it off like how I was doing in me, and my mind's not in that place right now. I'm never gonna pretend. But literally, so in terms of physically and technically and things like that. So Escalate itself as a brand, so I won't go into, because we've got a few different platforms, a few streams. So right now the main focus is football. That is the main focus, but we also at the moment do PPA cover. At the moment we also run camps, like sports camps, football camp actually at the moment, and we also run like tournaments and things like that. But as a brand itself, there's so much platforms that I want Escalate to be in and to be doing, but of course everything starts for a tree to grow, roots have to form. So it's, right now it's the roots watering phase, I would say. So in terms of athletes, I'll say athletes, so then that sort of covers it in a nutshell. We want to develop their sporting ability, so that starts from physically, want to develop them physically. So if I do go into football, because that's what we're doing. So as players, one of my ethos, even, which I'm still currently building, but what I believe is footballers in England, especially, a lot of the reasons why players from other countries have, at the time, because it's a bit changing now, but had surpassed us, is because we didn't really focus on players technically. It was sort of just like, we play, win the ball, jump, header, let's go. So it's sort of, we want to develop players a bit more technically, so we do focus a lot on our ball mastery, which is a player sort of learning to master the ball. And I believe the earlier a player can learn to master the ball, the easier it will be later on in their playing career. But that being said, also coming from an athletics background, and also through my degree and sports science wise as well, sort of we want to develop them physically in a sense where you get, and even working with other companies which I've worked in throughout when I was growing in my coaching journey, you see that you get and working in schools, I'm saying so many things, but you see a lot of children who their motor ability is not to the level you would think it should be at. And for me, it's things like that, or for you even, it came natural. So just being able to just run from here A to B without falling over, that was just, how can you not do that? That's how it would seem. That's how it would seem. So I've had to even learn to be like, you can't expect everyone to be able to do that, but how can you not do that, get to A to B? But they need to be able to build those motor abilities. So it's like, we want to be able to strengthen our players, build our players physically, in a sense where they know how to do this now physically. So we've trained them in a sense where we've developed their psychomotors, we've developed them so they know why they're running like this, how to improve their power, how to improve their strength, how to improve their agility. They know the reasons why they're doing everything in a sports science sense. We're conditioning them in the sense where their body is able to adapt to the environment in which they're competing in, and their body is able to handle it. They're going to get less injuries due to the strengthening and conditioning they've done. So that's physically, we're aiming to do that. Technically, we're aiming to, of course, like I said, build their ball mastery, and then we're also really concentrating on, like I said, creating leaders. That's one of the biggest things for Escalate. We want to create leaders. So in football, let's say in the football sense, on a pitch, the best teams which are most memorable, or people have said are world-class teams, things like that, are the teams which have had leaders on the pitch. And it's a thing where you say, what is a leader? What actually is a leader? A leader is it just somebody who's just shouting and saying commands, or is it someone who's influencing others by what they do, what they say, how they act, and in their everyday life? So you get people, if they talk about someone who was a leader, they'll say, if you just talk about just football, you might read the news, World Cup at the moment, so you might say, okay, Harry Kane, people say Harry Kane's a leader. So what does he do? They say, he's the first onto the training pitch, he's the last out, he does extra work, he encourages everyone when we're down, when we're up. He doesn't just do that, he's taken that into his life. He's hired a chef to help his improve his diet. He does it day in, day out, and we want to create leaders in that sense, but not just on the football pitch, but we also want them to be those leaders in society. And how Escalate came to me, it was a God-given dream. I'll openly say that, because I didn't think, I want to create a company. Like I said, I was good at making money. I've never really thought. I'm quite like laissez-faire, like I'm quite relaxed. I never really thought about my future.
Relaxed.
I didn't really thought about my future, like, when I'm old. Like I said in year 2, like, I want to be a coach, but it wasn't, I want to be a coach, I need to do this. It was sort of like, I'll be cool, man. Whatever I do, I'll be fine. Like, I was quite clever in school as well. Like, I wasn't, even though people are, and that was just relaxing, doing whatever. I was good academically as well. I was quite smart academically. I knew how to do exams as well when the time comes. So it's like, I didn't ever think, I won't get a job. I need to create my business, blah, blah, blah. I just thought, literally, I was just at uni. I didn't know, I can't even tell you even how the name, everything. It was just like, I woke up and I was like, Escalate. You need to do Escalate. Call Chris. Chris is you meet Chris one day. Yeah, it's like call Chris, ask him, because now's the time. He needs to hear this now. And I just remember I was like, okay, I'll call him later. And all day it's like, you haven't called Chris yet. I was like, Chris. I didn't even know what I was gonna say to him. I just said, Chris, what are you doing when you finish uni? And he was like, nothing, I don't know yet. And I was like, well, I've got some. When I said I had a dream. I was like, I've had a dream. We're gonna start a company. I was like, I'm gonna start a company. I can't remember exactly what I said to him, but I was just like, we're gonna create leaders, and it's gonna be crazy. Just I'll speak to you about it later. I was like, I'll speak to you about it later. But Chris was in Manchester at the time, so I was just like, I'll speak to you about it later, and he was just like, yeah, I'm down. And that was it. And I hadn't spoken to Chris. I didn't speak to him again for a little while. He was in uni, I was in uni, so it's like till I next saw him. And I think even when I saw him, we hadn't spoken about it. It's just that when you finish uni, shout me. Yeah. And he finished 1 year later than me, innit? Yeah. So it's like, when you finish uni, shout me. That's what it was. And I hadn't spoken to him again. Yeah. But like when he finished uni, everything just started popping off. Yeah. But going back to what I was gonna say, in school, if you play football, if you're the athlete, the fastest in the school, if you're the good one at basketball, like you're good at basketball, most of the time, from what I've experienced, I'm not gonna say always, but you're naturally in like the popular, what people say, the popular group. In the popular group, and it's like those are the people who have sort of the influence in school. So those are the ones who are sort of like, what's the word? Yeah, they're influential in school. So people, even if they're not into sport and that, they look up to them. They see them as the cool kid. I'll say cool kids because this is how people see it. Like, but they're the cool ones, let's say. And it's sort of like they're naturally leaders. So if these are doing certain things, people are like, oh, I want to do that because these guys are going there. I want to go there because these are going there. And it's like, if you have that sort of power to do that, imagine sort of power you could have if the fundamentals you're taught are correct. And we're trying to create leaders in that sense. We're trying to create leaders in the field, and then just leaders within society. And I believe that if we're able to do that, we'll be able to change the world. Like you'll be able to change the world, not straight away, but over time you'll be able to change the world more. The other day at coaching, me and Chris was standing there, and Chris was like to me, "Dad, did you ever think we'll get to this stage?" And I was just looking, and I was like, "It's crazy," because where we are at now, it's like we're not even touching the surface of where we want to be. But it's like from where we started, things have grown so much in such a short space of time. The only explanation can be God. That's how I'm saying it. That's what I'm saying.
That's amazing. So where can people find Escalate?
So currently people keep saying you need a home, you need a hub. But currently our home is London. We are in London, so we do PPA cover. We do a lot of work within the schools, within Haringey, so Bounds Green School. We do a lot of work within Islington as well. One of our main schools there is St Mary's. Big up St Mary's. Got big up St Mary's. Got my heart at that school. And then we do a lot of work as well in South London. We do a lot of work in South London within schools in South London, doing after-school football clubs and things like that. We do camps out in South London. We've got our football teams are in South London at the moment as well, to be fair. The main hub of our football team is in South London. So if you're interested in playing for us football team wise, our main hub at the moment is in Streatham, South London, Streatham. But we do a lot of work, and there's a lot of stuff coming back in North. So you'll find us at the moment in South and North. There are two parent hubs, and there's a lot going on. I know I've just sort of branched it in a big circle, but there's a lot going on, and you can find out more from our website, to be fair. If you go on our website, escalate-inc.uk, you find out a lot more about what we're doing. Or follow us on Instagram, escalate_inc.
Yeah, thank you, Nathaniel. This has been so good, guys. Like, I didn't really expect it to go like this, but it's just really amazing, really. So just to finish this interview, I'm going to put a hot 10 that I'm going to ask you. Don't be trying to be long in it and thinking too long to answer the questions. So, sweet or savoury?
Sweet.
Would you rather be too hot or too cold?
Too hot.
What's the last thing that you ate?
Lucozade.
That's not food.
I ain't eaten in days. You know? I ain't eaten in a minute. I think I had pasta a couple of days ago.
That's not
I'm so skinny right now. Listen, I'm not normally this skinny, you know. I'm not gonna lie, I've lost a lot of weight right now, but
Twitter or Instagram?
Insta.
You're stranded alone on an island and you're only allowed 2 items. What would they be?
A boat.
A boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a crate of food and water.
No, you're allowed 2 items. You
boat.
want a crate? You want a crate? How is a crate of food an item? No, man.
A boat so I can get off the island.
Yeah.
I don't want to stay there forever.
So you might need
and a
the
crate
what's
of
it
food and
called?
water.
The boat is by itself. How you gonna? You need the boat and the past
Listen,
and
you can- There's trees on the island, you know.
Oh, you're gonna make them?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
You gotta pick smart. You gotta pick
But
smart.
okay, you can't say the crate of food because that's like bare items in one.
That's tough then. What's on the island? Depends what's on the island. And now we get deep.
Okay,
You
forget
told me
it.
quick fire. You told me quick fire. That was the first thing that comes to my
Right.
head.
Do you sleep with your socks on or off?
Off, of course. Get the toes, get some air, you know.
If you could live anywhere else in the world, where would it be?
That one I have to think about. That's hard.
There.
I was gonna say something hot, but then I was like, I'll get bored. I was gonna say Antigua, but I'll get bored. I'll get bored. Oh, that is really tough.
You're saying that our nana lives in Antigua.
Yeah, I'll stick to Antigua just because I want to see my nana. But I know after like 2 months, I can't handle
We're
it.
not from Antigua though. Our dad's side's from Montserrat. Okay.
Mum's side's from Nigeria.
Yeah. What's your favourite smell?
Pardon?
What's your favourite smell?
Food.
Okay, no specifics. Alright, cool. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Oh, it's my favourite question. I have to say 2 though. It's either super speed.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll say super speed
Okay.
because you can do so much with that.
Yeah.
Like, I was gonna say super speed or be able to split into better.
Better.
Me.
You always used to
But
say
with,
that
yeah,
one.
but with super speed, obviously I can do that. If
Yeah.
you see the flash,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Mad.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
last
I'll do that.
question. Are you person A, B or C? Person A can't roll their tongue. Person B can. Person C can do this.
I can do that as well.
Go on. No, you can't.
Nearly there. No one can do that though.
Really? No one can do what? I can do that.
If you can't manage that,
Yeah.
look at me.
And that.
Nah.
Anyway, can you roll your tongue?
What's that?
Okay, so you're like.
You can't roll their tongue.
You're like, people can't do it. You're like B and a half. B dot
Can't roll
C.
their tongue. I mean, you
B.5.
need B and a half. You didn't
Okay,
ask
thanks
someone,
that.
yeah,
This
nice.
has been a great interview. What advice would you give people that are, I guess, looking to start a company or in any kind of aspect? What would be one piece of advice you'd give?
If you are looking to start a company, look for your unique selling point. Find out, make sure you know what could go wrong. Make sure you know like your strengths and weaknesses. So plan for what could go wrong and your competitors around you, and then take the risk, man. Literally take the risk. You never know until you try it. To be fair, so take the risk and just really think about what you're doing before you dive in, because you don't want to start something and then be like, oh, well you can do, but I would suggest you just really think about it before you do it, but take the risk. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
And also, get a haircut before you ever go on anything like this, because Chima caught me out. Normally I'm feeling a bit more nicer than this.
Well, go and find pictures of him when he looks fresh in it. Today, it is what it is. You guys still got the gist of the interview. The interview was still good. I really enjoyed this interview. Nat, thank you very much for joining me on Talk to Tea. Guys, I just want to remind you to let the past motivate you, but use the present to create history. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.